welcome back to WS CubeTech. So guys, in our previous session, we learned about the order by and the limit. In our today's session, we'll be starting with a new topic that is called as MySQL searching and filtering. With the help of searching and filtering, we will be able to search a particular data. That means we will be able to fetch a particular data that we want to see. For that, we will be, if you remember, in our SQLite 3, we used a where clause and we also used a like function. Same things we will be using over here. So technique would be a little bit different over here. So let's have a look on how it can be done.
Before that, if you want to become a successful data analyst and if you want to learn from our experts live, then you can call on the given number or you can fill the form that is provided in our description. Not just that, with our every batch, you will be getting 2 demo classes for free.
For this, I'll be using our select query. First of all, if I just run my simple select query over here, we will get all the data. That whatever data is there in our MySQL 3, we will get all the data over here. Now, what I want to do, if I want to get particular data over here, so what I'll be writing here that where we'll be using the where clause. Where clause will help us to fetch a particular data, that where our name, so name of the student is equal. So let's say we are looking for Tarun over here. So I'll be putting it inside the single quotations, and now if I run it over here, you will see that we'll get the data over here that we can, with the help of searching, this is called as searching. So you can see we can get the data over here. So this is called as searching, that with the help of our search method, we can fetch a data and we can get it over here. This can also be done with the help of taking a user input as well. How that can be done? So suppose if I take a user input for name1, that name1 is equals to, and I'll be taking input, enter a name here or enter student name here. So suppose if someone wants to get a data of a particular student and we have created a code and someone is writing the name of the student over here, they can fetch the data of that student. So here to the name we will be passing the placeholder. For placeholder we will be writing percentage or s over here. Now what we need to execute? We need to execute this as well, plus inside it we need to execute the name as well. So for this I'll be creating a variable over here. So I'll be writing get data1. Get data1 is equals to cursor dot execute, and let's remove this cursor dot execute over here, and here what we will be writing cursor dot execute. We will be executing two things over here. What are those two things? One is this get data1. This thing will be executed, so we'll be writing get data1, and inside it what we will be executing, we will be writing this name variable. We cannot directly write a variable, we can only write a list tuple or a dictionary inside it. So to add it inside a tuple, what we can do over here, we can write k is equals to, inside this tuple I'll be passing my name1 and I'll put a comma over here, and here I'll be passing this tuple. So let's run and see what output we will get over here. So it asks me for a student details. So let's say I'm writing ZOE, Zoe, and if I press enter, I'll get the details of Zoe over here. So see, even if I have written in a lowercase even if I have written in an uppercase over here, I'm still getting the perfect data over here, that wherever the name is Zoe, it is giving me the following data over here. So this is how you can give a user input. That means you can take an input from the user and at the same time you can display that data of that whichever name the user has written over there. So not just student name, but if you want to do it for the roll number, for the email, for the phone number, you just have to ask for it and you'll get the data of a particular row. Similarly, we also have our like method over here. With the help of like method, we can do the same thing that with the like. So like allow us, let's first discuss that what like can do. So like allow us to not exactly write the same data. Suppose if we are asking for a student name of Zoe, so we don't have to exactly write ZOE. If I write Z, so every name which starts with Z will appear over here. So like name is equals to percentage S. If I write this and if I run it, it asks me if I write Z. So in like, what we all need to do is we need to remove this where name, like we will be writing percentage S over here, and now if I run it, I'll be writing, let's say Z. If I press enter, nothing. So here you don't have to write the username in like. You can just simply write the percentage and inside the quotations percentage, and whatever your data is, let's say it should start with 0, another percentage, and close the quotations over here, and I'll remove this k as well from here. So now if I run it, so similarly we can use like over here. For like we can write where name like after that like we need to write the quotations percentage. Suppose I want all the data that starts with alphabet Z in name. So if I write this and run it over here, let's see what do we get. So here we will be getting both the data that starts with Z. So it's basically not giving us the whole exact data, but if we like write, we can get the similar data that is starts with Z. So something with, let's say, inside email address. So inside email, if anything is at the rate, and if we run it, we'll get all the data over here, because all the emails have at the rate sign over here. For the phone numbers, if I write anything like suppose any number that has 7 8 in between, and I'll write phone number, so I'll get only one data that has 7 8 in between. But if we talk about, let's say, just 7 over here, that which numbers have 7 in them, so we'll be getting 3 data that has 7 in them. So this is how it works. This is how it basically helps us filter that. Okay, also if you want to use the AND and OR operations over here, that okay, the phone number should have 7 in it, and we'll check for another condition, and let's say the name should be like, and I'll be writing यहाँ पे, and I'll be writing here percentage J and another percentage, and close it. Now if I run it, I'll get the data of John over here. Why I'm getting J? Because name, so wherever that there is name, inside name J is occurring, that is John, and inside the phone number 7 is occurring, that is this data only. So this is the only data which is satisfying all the conditions that we have given over here. If I would have written OR over here instead of AND, though only one data needs to be satisfied over here, that means only one condition needs to be satisfied. So these three are the data that we will get over here. If I would have written over here let's say Z, so I would have get 4 data over here, because 2 names are there which has Z, while at the same time in this one, the number inside the number, in this Zoe, the name inside the name Z alphabet is there, but inside the number 7 is not there. So even if one condition is getting satisfied over here, still it is working, still it is getting me the data. So this is how we can use our AND OR and operations over here. So this is what our searching and filtering is. Basically, you can take the user input for the same, and you can do it in the same way as well. So I hope guys that searching and filtering is clear to you. In our next session, we will be starting with a new topic in our MySQL, that is joins. With the help of joins, we will be joining the table. So I'll be giving you an introduction on joins. So stay connected guys, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.